Hi, this is Kathi Quinn with Floriani. Floriani is a division of R&K Distributing, and I want to welcome you to this week's Project of the Week. Well, this week I'm going to focus on our new enhancements to our Save to Sew feature. Save to Sew is probably one of the most important reasons people love to buy Floriani software, because whether you know how to digitize for a specific fabric or not, or stabilize, Save to Sew is going to take care of all of that for you. So we're going to go through that because we have greatly enhanced Save to Sew with our latest update, and I'm so excited about it. It is absolutely tremendous. But I do want to mention, of course, it's October. It's the beginning of the month. So, of course, what do we have? We've got 5 free new designs for all of our Floriani software owners. So I want to go ahead and come in here, and I'm going to left mouse click on myfloriani.club. I'm going to go into my club. I'm going to sign in. And with signing in, first off, Walter's got a blog up. I always enjoy seeing blogs from Walter, so we've got one of Walter's blogs up. But we want to click on Monthly Designs and Projects. Now this is this month's free designs. Now we've been giving you 5 free designs every month since 2009. So if you've been with us all this time, you'll just install the current month's designs. If you're brand new to Floriani and you've just purchased, then you want to install all the designs, and that will install all the designs going back. Now I'm really excited because I noticed that these designs, a lot of them are applique, and applique is very, very popular right now. We know that it's faster to stitch out, it's less costly, it has a higher perceived value sometimes in regular embroidery, so it's real nice to see this month's designs are a lot of applique designs. And we've also got our project of the month right here. So when you install your current month designs, it automatically installs your project of the month as well. If we scroll down, of course, we can see for our My Decorative Quilter or our Total Quilter, here is your project of the month. So that's there as well. And again, you can install all projects or just the current month's projects. But I'm going to go ahead and close this down because I'm excited to start looking at and showing you our brand new Save to Sew enhancements. So I'm going to come into my library, and I'm going to go into Floriani Designs, and we have a brand new card called Backyard Birds that I just love. So I'm going to click on that folder, and I'm going to simply hover over my Designs tab, and you can see we have a brand new card with all kinds of beautiful birds in it. It's a beautiful card, so nicely digitized. So I'm just going to pull one of these birds over. Here's a cute one. I'm going to pull this guy over. Now this bird, I'm going to put it on screen. Now the thing that happens in the home market is if I were a commercial embroiderer and digitizer, I would have somebody come to me with a bunch of knit shirts and say, I need this bird put on these shirts, and they'd give me a picture of a bird. Well, what I would do is I would digitize that bird for that specific fabric. So it would stitch out beautifully, and as Walter would say, it'd feel like butter. It would be beautiful. But what happens in our world, we buy a set of designs and they have been digitized only to one fabric. They can't digitize this bird to 17 different fabrics. They've got one shot at it, they put it on the card, and here it is. So we have always compensated. Sometimes we've had to way overcompensate with stabilizer, which a lot of times we've added so much stabilizer that we have created very dense, heavy feeling designs. Well, Save to Sew, we created that with Walter's Family Secrets as if you have your own personal digitizer at home. So every time you pull up a design, you can look at what you want to put it on and let Walter fix that design for you. So I'm going to take this bird, and let's just look at him in 3D. It's a beautiful bird. I mean, this card is so pretty. But I'm going to say File, and I'm going to go to Save to Sew. Now the first thing it's saying is what type of fabric are you going to use? And we've got lots and lots of fabrics in here. We've got tons, baby onesies, backpacks, batiste. I mean, just go down. You can just, it's amazing all the fabrics that are in here. But I'm just going to come down and I'm going to look around. Ooh, handbags, that's been added. We didn't have handbags before. We've got jeans, we have leather, moisture wicking fabric, netting, a pocket top, polar fleece, satin, silk, all kinds of goodies in here. Sports suede, taffeta, terry cloth, just go through the list. We've added a whole lot of new items to our types of fabric. And I really like this one, prone to hoop burn. There's a lot of fabrics that are prone to hoop burn. So by using that, that's going to tell you exactly how to deal with that fabric. But let's come in here and let's say we're going to put this bird on, let's put it on a sweatshirt. Winter's coming up, let's put it on a sweatshirt. So now I did not digitize this. I didn't do it. So I'm going to put I didn't digitize. Now I'm going to say I want Walter to decide. The reason you have this option here, and you'll see as we go to next, you're going to understand real clear. But right now, I need a new style setting because I need Walter to fix this for a sweatshirt. So I'm happy with that. I like convert to outlines on because it breaks the design down into its most basic pieces for Walter to fix it for us. Now when I go to next, and this is way cool now, I'm going to say next, and here we go. If you're a brand new embroiderer and you know absolutely nothing, or you may be a more experienced embroiderer, but you may be using something new, a new fabric, putting it on something new that you don't know what to do. So we're going to come in here and it says the first thing we want to do is we want to fuse stabilizer. Now we're going to fuse Floriani Cutaway Medium Fusible to the fabric before hooping. Now if you've never done this or don't understand, you're going to watch the video. This is absolutely tremendous. Now the video is going to come up for you and it's going to tell you exactly how to do this. And I think this is absolutely phenomenal, especially for new embroiderers.
Medium cutaway fusible. Medium cutaway fusible is a 2-ounce stabilizer that is very soft and it will support medium to heavy designs.
Now I'm going to cut Debbie off here, but that is Debbie Homer Hoffheinz, absolutely phenomenal educator, and she has a series of videos up here. Now if we had stayed with that video, and we don't have the time on our weekly lesson, but you can go watch that video and she will show you how to fuse it on, exactly how you should be doing that, everything you should do to make this successful. Now it's going to talk about a topper. You could go to just product info. You could watch the video on the topper. And then up here, step 2, hooping. So it's going to tell you to hoop the item in the appropriate size hoop after fusing stabilizer to it. So now you have got a step-by-step, even video showing you exactly what to do. If you notice, there are some special instructions here as well, and it's going to give you the needle size, give you some other hints. Now when I go to finish, I want you to notice right now I have 11,572 stitches in this design. I can tell that because it's right up here at the top. Now I'm going to finish this and I'm going to save this as bird. And I'm going to, wherever I want to save it, and I would save it to my format that I'm going to stitch out. So if I was going to use a baby lock, a brother, a Janome, a Viking, a Bernina, whatever machine you're using, I'm going to pick the baby lock here, and then I am going to save this. Now that I have saved it, this design, Walter has changed anything I needed. Now notice I've stayed with the same exact stitch count. So with that 2-ounce stabilizer and this design, I know it's going to stitch out perfect. Now if this design had needed more stitches, a different underlay, a different density, Walter would have fixed that right there for me. But this design is going to stitch out beautifully right on that sweatshirt with just the instructions and the layer of the 2-ounce stabilizer. And remember, our stabilizers all have a stitch count attributed to them. And you can go onto our website and you can look at our workbook, our stabilizer workbook, and inside every roll of stabilizer, it tells you the stitch count, how many stitches. Now this is 11,572 stitches. I know one layer is going to take care of that just perfectly in the 4x4 frame that I've got going for this sweatshirt. So again, let's go ahead and let's say File, let's go Save to Sew, and let's go ahead and let's say we're going to put this on this baby onesie. And I'm going to say I didn't digitize it, so I'm going to go to Next. Now when it goes to Next, now again, this is going to tell me I need to fuse the Floriani No-Show Mesh Fusible, or I'm going to stick it down to Floriani Perfect Stick, because to hoop a onesie is very difficult unless you're running a multi-needle machine, such as a 10 needle where you have tubular hooping. But even then, I find it much easier to go ahead and use Floriani Perfect Stick to stick my onesie down. Now it's going to show you how to stick it to the stabilizer in the correct position, and it's going to tell you how to top it. So we've got all this out for you, and again it's telling you the needle you should use, and you could print the instructions out if you needed to. Now I'm going to click Finish, and I want you to notice the difference here. I now have 12,566 stitches because for that onesie this design had to be redigitized. So Walter redigitized this design for me for the onesie. So as you can see, depending upon the fabric you choose, let's try it again. Now I've got 12,566 stitches. Let's go File. Let's do a Save to Sew. Again, I want the new style settings. I want Walter to change this design for me. And the reason you might not want to pick this is you might already have everything you need, but you just need to know how to stabilize it. You need to go through the stabilizer directions, but you don't want this design redigitized at all. Then you would not select this. Now I'm going to pick something else. Let's come in here and let's pick let's pick something else in here. Let's pick a Duchess satin. And I didn't digitize it. I have no idea how I would deal with Duchess satin, so let's find out. Let's go to Next. Again, we'll have Debbie's videos come up for us. Now the first thing is she's telling you to put Floriani Dreamweave, because that satin is a more of a, I don't want to use the word flimsy, but it's a fabric that tends to shear. It tends to, if a needle hits it, it'll run or shear on the fabric. So first of all, you're going to put your Dreamweave. Then you're going to use your Heat and Stay. Now it's one that you do not want to hoop, because that is a prone to hoop burn fabric. So you're going to use your Floriani Perfect Stick. You're going to stick it down. You're going to top it. And let's go ahead and see. Now notice, now I only have 10,958 stitches. I didn't need near the density I did on a knit. So now it has been redigitized properly for that fabric, and then Debbie's going to teach you step by step how to stabilize and stitch this out. This feature has been enhanced. I am so excited about our new Save to Sew feature. It makes it so much easier, so much clearer. And for those of us that there may be a new fabric that we've never worked with, or if you're brand new, you've got all of these step-by-step wonderful instructions on how to stabilize for perfect embroidery, because that's what Floriani's always stand for. We want perfect embroidery through our perfect stabilization, our good digitizing. This is what we're looking for. So I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. I hope you enjoy using our new Save to Sew feature and enjoy the enhancements in it. Have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.